Hey everybody, the Grumpy Scotsman here to do another watch review. And what we're looking at today is the Black Bay Chrono Pink, newly released here. And it's a pretty gorgeous watch, and I thought it's definitely worth my time to review this. I've owned a couple Chronos from Tudor, and my biggest critique of the whole Black Bay thing is not only is it overdone, like I get that they've seen a little success and they ran with it, and good on them because they've done really well and had a resurgence in the brand. But, man, I just can't get past the thick slab cases on these things. And if they just redid the body a tiny little bit so you don't have those giant slab thick cases, it would appeal to a lot more people, and I am one of them. And I've really tried forcing myself to like them because I do like Tudor. I like that they herald from Rolex. I like that they're kind of like gangsters on their own little island doing their own thing. And this is kind of where Rolex comes to play. People say that they're two different entities and they try to make it that way. But I'm telling you right now that they're not. And that this is Rolex's sandbox, if you will. They come here to play and to see what is going to work. And they can actually be inventive and creative and throw out crazy ideas and at Tudor's expense and see what works. And it's not going to harm their big mother brand, if you will. But look at that dial. Oh yeah, it just has like little tiny dimpling textures on it. The elegance of it, it's a very like if you look at these indices, like how perfectly thin and rounded over those edges are, and everything is nice and crisp. There's no it doesn't play over onto the edge of it. Everything's crisp. All this is nice and crisp in here. The text is perfect. I wish more brands would actually do this and not write fricking the words automatic on their dial. I'm telling you, like, the moment I see a company write the words automatic on the dial, I'm almost out. That's definitely one sticking point that I have. I don't know why they find a need. Like, look at, I'm spending all this money to get a luxury watch. I know that it's automatic. I know that this watch is perpetual and doesn't run on a battery. I'm not an idiot. And that's why I spent a couple $1,000s to get this watch. There's no need to write the words automatic on a dial. To me, this is more classy. Chronometer, officially certified, something to that effect. I don't know. Come up with your own terminology and be unique. That is my little rant. But yes, that dial, this pink, it's not too crazy. It works with a lot of different colors. And when you look at this, Tudor has done really well with their screw down crowns. I don't know if you've ever owned one, but I've owned several. The knurling on here and the fact that this is a really large winding stem, it's easy to grip. They're buttery smooth. There's no resistance or grinding like metal on metal with, you can tell the quality of a lot of watch brands when you go to unwind the stem from the screw down crown. If you can feel how like buttery smooth it might be. And to me, that's just fit and finish, if you will. The tooling of how they manufactured it it's so precise and the precision is impeccable. So the threads match up and there's no grinding of metal going around here. And the same goes with the chrono pushers. When you unscrew these, my only beef was when I owned them, and this was, I would say this is about 8 years ago, and it was not on the Black Bay Chronos. It was their, but they're all the same. They're all look the same, shaped the same, done the same way. But those particular ones, they unthreaded pretty easy. Mr. David Beckham is sporting it for us. It looks great. Yeah, that's a beautiful watch, folks. It's hard to refute. They did a really neat job. My only thing might be is that pink doesn't work with everything. So it's a little bit fun and playful. You would definitely want like a collection of watches. So if you needed something more, I don't want to say yeah, I do, masculine. If you want something more masculine, or like if you're going to be doing a meeting where something else is required, that yeah, you're going to want a few more watches to have to your collection. Just looks good. I'm pretty sure this is 42 millimeters. I'm going to reference it when we get back to the front page. That's a sharp looking watch. I wonder though, like if you look at this tip of the seconds hand, or sorry, the chrono, to the text of the 200 meters, 660 feet. I don't know, folks. What do you think? Does that work? Or should have they maybe just gone with a darker pink rather than a red? I don't know. Hit me up in the comment section and let me know how you feel about that. I think they could have done something a little different. Or maybe I'm just not seeing the color right here. Maybe that is a darker pink, but it looks red. So we have a price tag of $7,000. I guess for what you're getting a watch that's going to last you a lifetime, and you're going to be able to pass this beauty down. And it's got a one-of-a-kind dial. So there's a good chance that when they discontinue this, if they do, that it's going to shoot up in value. It's not 42 millimeters. It is 41 millimeters. Yeah. That's doable. That's kind of a sweet spot. I don't know how thick this watch is. Their chronos tend to be a little bit thicker. I don't even want to assume. I would just be like shooting at the hip. I would literally, I don't know. But I do know that their chronos are thicker. And Tudor as a whole makes thicker watches. So I'm curious to know when they come out with more specs exactly what you might be looking at. Okay, so the movement is a manufacturer caliber MT5813. And let's take a peekaboo up here. That's an MT5813. It's a double bridge, 70-hour power reserve. And so one thing you may not know about Tudor is they actually have a relationship with Breitling. And so they exchange movements back and forth. And Tudor allows Breitling to use and purchase their just their three-hand movement and their GMT. And in turn, Breitling turns around and allows Tudor to use their BO1 movement, their chrono movement, which is a beautiful, gorgeous movement here. Let me go down and yeah, it's got a 70-hour power reserve, silicone balance spring, chronometer, of course. Yeah, and because it's the Breitling B01, it's the column wheel mechanism and vertical clutch. So you're getting a second to none movement. Yeah. Excellent watch, and I can't wait to actually see this watch in person. I'm going to be visiting a boutique here really soon, and I'm going to be trying on all of Tudor's new iterations if they have them in stock, which I'm guessing they probably do because Tudor doesn't have the same issues or problems that that Rolex experiences. All right, I'm out.